Hey everybody, this is Cyrock Omega and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 multiplayer as Cartville, Illinois. Let's just go ahead and get in the chat again. Okay.
Your cousins have a ridiculous amount of land and power, so we have to start targeting them as best as we can. Every chance we get, the two of us are going to start dismantling your cousin's power base.
Or you could just marry them.
I think he's got enough problems. He's already club-footed and hair-lipped. We don't want to give inbred too.
Hey, at least you're young.
Thanks, advertisement.
Hey, at least you're good for longer than a lot of these other twerps.
Another problem you have is that your succession is still on Gavelkind.
Yeah, I'm really surprised you haven't changed that.
He can't change it because his cousins are so powerful and all discontent.
Oh, that's right. Surprised you haven't changed that.
Yeah, so that's part of the reason why your family keeps getting stronger, because every time you die, your territory keeps getting divided up between them. But we have to fix the problem of your cousin's power bases first before we can fix that.
What you're saying is that I have to say goodbye to my family.
Good.
Well, you're going to want to split up all of these duchies. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and imprison every cousin we're going to them if we can to give up lands, split their duchies. So we want them to have Gavelkind too. So I believe you can demand that your vassals change to Gavelkind succession, but we'll deal with that after we finish this war. Then we'll decide what to do. Okay?
Okay. I'm gonna put my biggest army down because
try and consolidate your troops to a point where you won't get like ambushed. I'm moving up too, but I'm pretty far away, so it's going to take me a while to. So you're going to have to hold on your own until I get to you. Also, you should accept my request to join your war.
Okay.
All right then. So I feel like since this is the first time I've actually streamed CK2 since the sequel has been announced, we should definitely talk about that. What we would like to, just general thoughts, and also what we would like to see in it.
We can talk about that while we're murdering Steve's cousins.
All right.
We'll talk about that real quick. Here, we'll each give a brief statement. How about that?
All right, you want me on pause?
No, don't pause for the brief statements. We're each gonna give a brief statement. I'll start. I don't see a need for a new CK2. I think there should be a slightly different game. If it's good, I'm happy. But if it's not good, if it's kind of a base game that is going to be built up with DLC, I don't understand why there's a need for it. Because the game we have now is already very well developed. And you could just keep going with that. I mean, that's where I'm at. I think it's I think CK2 is a great game. I think CK3 could be a great game, but they're going to have to take it in a new direction.
All right, you want to go, Chris?
I'm probably not going to think too much about it or get it until there's some DLC out for it.
Okay. So, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not super hyped. Because, I don't know. I was really hoping for like more Sunlight Victoria 3. I don't know why. I'm just gonna pause. I don't know why they're having so much, and I'll go down to speed 1. I don't know why they're having so much trouble doing that. I don't know. It's probably a different development team that's doing it. So I don't know. I can't like say should have been working on Victoria 3.
If I can step in, I think the reason they'd be doing it, and this is just my personal instinct telling me, is that CK2 has been financially successful. And so I think that compared to the Victoria games, another Crusader Kings, I think the bean counters are going to be like, we can make money off of this, you know? We can make money off a new Crusader Kings game. Whereas the Victoria game, I think they're like a little bit more nervous about it.
Steve, have you raised all your troops?
A lot of them.
You're going to need all of them.
Yeah, I had to put a couple down because they were going to get in a fight with people they were going to lose.
Fair enough.
And there's going to be another fight over here. Oh, this is bad. Okay.
So may I finish?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So, really just kind of to that point, I'd say I feel like that's unlikely because in how the Paradox games are these days, I feel like in this generation, in quotes, whatever that means, of Paradox games, the Victoria game is sort of untrodden soil. It's like Hearts of Iron has been very successful, and that was going for the 4th one of a series. That the 3rd one was a while ago. I think Victoria 2 was even longer ago, and still has some, like, a decent bit of a following, more than like CK1 or EU3 or Hoi 3.
But CK2 is a comparatively huge following. It doesn't require, and here's the other thing about CK2. It has a lot of mechanics. It doesn't require you to know the mechanics to enjoy the game. Because losing in CK2 is pretty fun. Losing in EU4 is not fun. Because you just lose. In CK2, there's a whole aspect to just losing a game.
All right, so yeah, I think it's just different development teams, probably. One of them may just be working on more like EU4 stuff. I think that's the same team. I'm gonna actually look that up. Paradox Interactive.
Oh, no, this is bad.
But I think it'll be cool.
My army got separated somehow. They're all dying.
I am intrigued by the game, but I'm not like super excited. All right, Paradox Interactive. I want the development team.
I also got a lot of enemy troops around here.
Yeah, I wouldn't move any closer to that 10,000 stack.
Yeah, I'm working on getting far away from them.
All right, Victoria 2.
I got a good-sized army, but not to fight that.
You're probably going to need to raise some mercs.
Good thing I have a shitload of money.
All right, just looking at the designers. Yeah, there are different designers. I think different lead designers for CK2 and Victoria 2. Boy 4. Lead designer is the same as Vic 2. It's a Johan Anderson is I believe the lead designer. Vic 2, and yeah, same lead designer for Boy 4.
I mean, I think I have trust in the people who work on these games.
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know, they're all smart people and competent. My only problem is really, well, is there a need for a CK3?
All right, so I think we can.
Is there a need? Well, no, I think it's a good question. Is there?
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to get into. What we do know about CK3 right now. So
well,
I feel.
What do we know about it that's different? That's different from CK2.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and.
Why not just keep releasing DLCs?
All right, so Rock Paper Shotgun's article. I'm guessing they had a guy like at the release thing. One of the points is you can make a dynasty of giants. If your CK2 playstyle tended towards creepy medieval person breeding, you will enjoy Crusader Kings 3. There's a full genetics system and a lot of attention paid to transferring characteristics across generations. And it won't just be your ruler picking up traits and quirks either. As your dynasty spreads across the world via marriages and of convenience, and the family name becomes more storied, you'll be able to spend your renown on persistent perks for your entire lineage. One of these perks is the ability to boost their attention. What was that?
You could probably take that army with what you've got, Steve.
Oh, okay. So, one of these perks is the ability to boost the retention of congenial traits in your family. Meaning, if you're dead set on a breeding program of near mindless hemophilic colossi, you're probably in luck.
Steve, move all of them, not just half of them.
No, 1 second.
That's you should yeah. Like I always use the the box select rather than like individually clicking units.
That's what I do. Yeah, I know. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing. I was just moving one of them at a time and I got distracted.
All right. And so another point. And you can make them cannibals with the church's blessing. Following on from Crusader Kings 2's Holy Fury expansion and its experiments with designing religions, dynamic faiths and heresies are going to be a big deal in Crusader Kings 3. Making dramatic changes to your kingdom's religion won't be without consequence. But if you are truly committed, it looks like it'll be possible to make a version of Catholicism where it's absolutely fine for your dynasty of monstrous titans to gorge themselves in secret, holy cannibal rituals. Sounds reasonable.
I mean, it sounds cool. Look, I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just... You know, I'm going to wait till I see some more...
Whoa, Croatia's now part of the Holy Roman Empire.
Dang.
I mean, CK2 is already a really complicated, fine-tuned game. So creating a third version of it from the ground up, where you're going to have to get into a bunch of other DLCs, well, you're going to have to convince me, and I'm willing to be convinced. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm willing to be convinced.
How's it going, Jackies? Just saw you there.
I gotta be loved. Paradox gotta... What I'm saying is that Paradox has gotta, kind of put a flag up, put a nice, like a blanket. It's gotta woo me. Because I already got a girl and her name is CK2. And CK3, well, what's she trying to do? Ruin my relationship?
You're gonna go get with her younger sister? Alright, but okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's
So,
like, look,
another
CK3,
point.
She might be younger and more attractive. But here's the thing. She doesn't have all the history that we have between us.
Alright, so another point. Being a complete Git will be more fun. Intrigue, arguably not much fun in CK2, has had a bit of a glow up for Crusader Kings 3. There's a lot more sneaky stuff to play with, including hooks, it's in quotes, essentially owed favors or dirt that you've dug up on opponents, which will allow you to manipulate otherwise untouchable characters. If you catch a rebellious baron doing a rudo behind the medieval bike sheds, for example, you might be able to blackmail him into a harsher feudal contract.
Steve, why are you just standing there?
Because I'm thinking. Now, anyway.
Schemes have also been improved, with plots relying less on amassing hordes of randos up for a crack at a hated rival, and being more about finding crucial co-conspirators.
So, okay. Why can't that be added to CK2?
I don't know.
Because we've had a bunch of releases recently. But in the last 2 years, we've had quite a few releases in CK2. Why isn't my investment into CK2 being paid off? Why is it going to CK3? Where that's something I'd like. Being able to use the Intrigue to really do some interesting stuff. But why can't you just add it to CK2?
Alright, Chris, is there a reason why you built a, that there is a market village and not a hill fort in that one province up north? Did I do that, or did you?
You probably did it. I'm not really building stuff.
Okay. Alright, so. There's a lot of potential for roleplay. Oh, hold on. While it's not lost any of its strategy chops, Crusader Kings 3 feels a little more like it's leading into its RPG DNA. This is thanks in part to the new animated character portraits, complete with the aforementioned model genetics, and the procedure generated personality-based string descriptors, like callous maniac or bold blackguard. What's this? Alright, it's a game about characters, so characters should matter in every single feature. Expect to see your ruler's character and that of your rivals factor heavily into everything from event generation to technological progress. Alright, and then another point. Skill trees. Perhaps most RPG-like of all Crusader Kings 3's new features is the addition of actual skill trees, based on the mechanics introduced in 2004's Way of Life DLC. At present, it seems there are 3 branches attached to each basic lifestyle choice, with perks named things like Engineered for Destruction, Living Off the Land, and Wash Your Hands. Role-playing is further encouraged by a stress mechanic, wherein your character can suffer increasing health impediments should you choose to play wildly against type. Alright, and another point. Knights are more of a thing, as well as the named leaders of your armies. Fighting forces in Crusader Kings 3 now have actual knights, named characters from your kingdom, who could be landed nobility or courtiers embedded within them. Apparently, depending on their combat skills, they make a big difference in the way battles play out. Although I've not seen much of the new combat system yet, siege weaponry is also now in the game, which is exciting. Alright, and I'll just put a link in the chat should anyone want this article.
Okay.
Alright, in the Twitch one.
I'm not against the CK3. I just hope it's worth the money. Really.
Yeah, I agree. I really hope that Paradox has learned from the whole Imperator Rome fiasco.
Like, I think they make more money from making a game that people like than the game that people have problems with.
Yeah.
I guess that's my advice. Paradox.
Oh, someone turn.
Like,
Hold on.
People like a game that works. One that doesn't, they don't.
Is someone? Are you guys still trying to kill me?
Not me.
No.
Okay, it was my last character. So I think I'm gonna die. And I don't. Hold on. Well, Chris, looks like you're gonna be the Emperor.
Oh, god damn it. Hold on, don't unpause yet.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Nope. Okay, I'm alive. No, I'm dead. I've been caught in a deadly crossfire. One of the arrows digs into my shoulder as I struggle to remove it. The final blow is delivered. An arrow strikes my temple, and my head is thrown back and to the left. Back and to the left.
Don't do it yet.
Back and to the left. Yeah, that's, man. When my son just had to only be 12 years old. And for some reason, an heir of a vassal of Steve's. Or at least I won't lose any of my, like, titles.
You're not voting for your heir.
I'm not? Okay, hold on. Why was I not voting for anyone? Alright, still can't do it. Could you, like...
Must continue.
Could you commit seppuku or something? No?
No, I can't.
Dang. Can you cut your nuts off? Can I cut your nuts off?
Nah, you're done. It doesn't matter. Chris, you're new emperor.
Hold on, wait.
We're back to here. Look, man, you shouldn't have such a good character. That's the risk you run.
Don't you have any favors you can call in?
No. Like, maybe... Yeah, no, I don't have time. Count... Okay. You're getting there, you're getting there. Steve, are you voting for me?
Probably not. I don't know.
Can you vote for me? I don't know if you... Hold on.
He's
All
an
right.
advisor, he can vote.
I can nominate successor. Who's your successor?
Yeah, you should go for Prince Aenos.
How do you spell it?
Ioannes.
Oh, I see him. Anos. Strategos of Caravunia.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost there.
It might not work.
Wait. Just gotta find one more person we can force.
Or at least make you lose.
It's always
Like,
more interesting
40.
when it doesn't work out.
I
the
could...
way you expected it.
Oh, hold on. I think my uncle is the one trying to kill me. Huh. That ain't nice. Kinda like to imprison him before I die. Despot of Georgia. I don't know if it's too late.
Hold on, I'm thinking about this. Steve, do you have any... Does anyone owe you favors?
Let me check.
I could try and improve relations with a lot of my commanders.
No, nobody owes me favors.
I could also just make generals.
Don't click the. Did you accept the thing yet?
No.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Let it run a few days.
Alright, you want me on pause then? Again?
No, hold on. I'm controlling this.
Okay. I think it'll still be a little bit before the event is forced to happen.
There's a guy I can buy support from. I just need him to say yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, I'm dead. Hold on. I want to see if I can imprison my, my murderous... well, we'll see. We'll see if he'll be the guy. Back and to the left.
That was close.
For his wicked deeds, many screamed not to bury Eustinianus with the other rulers of our lands, instead toss him in an unmarked grave and without the proper services. Huh. My dude is the holy, by the way.
That's what he does. Like some unmarked graves. The holy.
Oh, you've got a saintly bloodline.
Yeah. Then what did I do? Like my character, I mean, he's cynical. I guess that's about it.
He's a murderer.
Did
He
I?
likes to murder people.
Did I?
He chops them up.
Did I? Anyway.
Well, you must have.
Oh, must I have of? I am the holy.
Okay, I'm gonna unpause it now.
Alright. Hey, you're my regent.
Ooh. Well, I did just get you the Empire, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, let's see who your successor is. Your sister.
Alright, that's cool for now.
Petronia.
Wait. Not at the moment. Well, right now they're voting for you.
Well, I'm going to be voting for Petronia.
Okay. Do you think you want this to be the last stream of this?
I think we could keep this going. It doesn't look like anything's broken, so...
I mean, I'm not terribly interested.
I mean, you know, as much as I hate to say it, I'm in agreement with you, John. I think we just have played this long enough where we're connected to what we're doing.
Well,
In a bit.
if you want. I mean, it's still early. We could start...
We could start...
No, I'm not saying that we should stop right now. I just say I don't really care to keep this one going much longer.
So I have an idea. I don't know how many people are watching this right now, so this idea might not be worth it. But I think an interesting idea would be to get, people to So we'll start at a date, or rather, we'll start in a geographical area, and then people who are on the stream will choose the date.
Yeah, John, since for me, this session was shaping up to
I
be
think that sounds cool.
pretty much a slog just helping Steve. If we're not going to do, rather start the new one already today.
Yeah, why not start a new game? I mean, because it's been a couple updates. There probably is something in there that we haven't found out about yet that'll fuck us over. Why don't we just start a new campaign?
I mean, is there anything else that we would want to do in this? I feel like...
I don't know if there is. Because I don't know what I really want to accomplish to begin with.
Yeah, I feel like the purpose of this one was kind of dead on arrival. Because Chris was immediately made Emperor. And then you never wanted to be Emperor again? Like, kind of the point of this was like...
The point was like espionage and like intrigue. It doesn't work if we're immediately made Emperor.
Yeah, and then most of us don't want to be Emperor afterwards.
Well, it's just worse. I just lose more from being Emperor than I would gain.
Huh.
Well, it's not much fun. Is that the entire like conflict is that we're all trying to like vie for internal control. Not like, but as soon as you're an emperor, you have complete external control. And then we also have internal control because it's me and you. So now we have entirety control of everything. So what we want to do is, I think, start a new game.
Okay.
To be completely honest.
Yeah, and I don't really care that much to fight like the HRE or anything. Do I have claims on it?
I mean, this is...
Let's start the three. Let's start the 3 caliphs.
What's up, 1800 chicken? Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the menu, main menu.
Yeah, we're gonna have to restart the game. So
we're gonna restart the whole game anyway. So
all right,
do that.
So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in a little bit. Now, what were you saying about letting people choose what, Steve? He's gone.
What?
Oh, like you were saying something about letting people choose something.
Letting people choose something?
Yeah, you said like letting people choose the date or whatever to something.
Okay.
Wow, you lost that thought
like,
train immediately, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
yes, he did.
No, I thought you were talking about something different. Okay, so no, what that thought was about is having people within the chat, in the Twitch stream chat, basically choosing. So we could do a couple different versions. We could either do a kind of version where it's you choose the time period and we're all over the place, which probably wouldn't work out too well. Or you could choose a geographical position and then we choose the time period. So we have random people choosing the time period, or rather the position that we're in. We're being in Germany, be Tibet, who knows? And then we have to make do with that. But we have to work together. I think it'd be fun. I don't know. I'm just saying my 2 cents.
Oh, I'd like to do that 3 caliphs one.
I do like your idea, Steve.
Yeah, giving it up a chance to the crowd and saying, okay, you're gonna choose what time period we're in, and then we're gonna pick. I think that's fun. Adds a little bit of chance to it. Everybody's kind of working together.
So do you think that we would these would be like shorter sort of things
Yeah,
like
it sounds like a one-off thing. Like,
Yeah.
they do that for like the day.
I mean, that could be it. I don't know. I'm just saying that that sounds like a fun idea.
I do like that.
I mean, I think what it would do is it would last until it like ends. So in a way, you could have, if you wanted to, you could have people who are like, we're gonna give you a really, really like impossible scenario, and you're gonna have to deal with it. But you could also have people who are like, I want to have this interesting scenario, which isn't that hard, but it's sort of hard, but it's not. But you know, that sort of thing. You could have a lot of different things going on.
I do like that.
And so you would never know what to expect. As the player, we never know what to expect going into a game. But it would also be defined by the people who are watching the show.
Anyone in the chat, if anyone has any ideas as to what you would like that to be, yeah. Like, let us know now. If you have anything that we find interesting, we might go for it. If no one really says anything that...
We're not going to insult you about it.
We might, but...
Oh, wait, no. Unless it's really, really, really bad. But, I mean, you got to go really bad.
If you say Olm, I will punch you. Well, is Olm...
You're saying something just horrible. Like, you know, objectively bad. Don't do that. But anyway, otherwise, put in your thoughts.
So, if anyone has any
challenge,
yeah, if anyone's got ideas, I'd love to hear them. And
if anyone's got like a goal challenge to do, and then we're gonna have to fight that, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in the meantime, I think I'll just head to the...
Yeah, you can keep putting, you know, put your ideas out there, you know, where you are. But in the meantime, we're gonna work on putting together another game that we have something to entertain with you with.
I mean, the challenge is what you want. That's the question. What challenge would you think would be cool for us to do?
Well, yeah, that's really the challenge.
The challenge is for you to challenge us. The challenge is for me to have a large enough community to have someone actually say something in my chat to suggest something to play. Personally, that's my challenge. I'm failing at it. I've only been streaming for like 4.5 years, but like this exact game, you know. What do you think would be cool?